So this is my follow-up review on the Lymow 1 robot mower. Alright, so it's been 2 weeks, maybe? I'm not even sure. I'll have to check. It's been a little while since I played with this thing. I moved the antenna. There was a firmware upgrade. Whoops. After I did the firmware upgrade, it recognized the new antenna location. Coincidental. But then because of the way that I had mapped it, the position was off. So I deleted the map. I did a smaller portion. I did the majority of the backyard. Just a couple of spots I left off. I'll do those separately. Docked it, told it to mow, and the mower didn't come on. The blades didn't spin. So I docked it again. It was actually mowing. It was covering the area properly at that point. I docked it, turned it off, shut down the app, relaunched everything, and told it to mow. And so far, doing a pretty good job. It was having trouble with a stick, but it looks as if it is doing a pretty good job this go around. Still not as tight as it gets bombarded by acorns. Still not as tight over here as I expected. Looks like it's maneuvering to the next location. But the striping is, you can see the striping. There it goes. Not sure what happened there. It skipped a stripe. Oh. Is it gonna? Oh, look at that. It's coming back to get that stripe, which seems weird. No worries. Okay, I wish it had a go kill a loose strand of grass setting, but it doesn't. So a couple of updates with the firmware. One said it was supposed to offset the striping by like 30 degrees, I guess so that it doesn't make ruts or a regular pattern. What I may do with this, while we have nice weather, I'll finish programming the other zones and just let it run over these. Let it run the zones a couple of times. Let it mulch up the leaves and get all the stragglers. But for now, it's doing pretty good. It's weird, but it's doing pretty good. So, thumbs up for that. More later. All right, so here is a before and an after cut. So, come up here. You can see higher grass, lower grass. That looks pretty good. So I got an error and a message saying that the mower was stuck. And it dug itself in pretty good. It was slipping and sliding on the pine straw. All right, so other than getting stuck, it's done a pretty good job up here. Happy with this. I see fewer straggler grass stem stalks, whatever. And it looks like it may have only missed a couple of spots. I'm going to say it was on me partially with the move, or having to move it. Looks like it's filling in the gaps. I may remap these areas that are grass free with all the pine straw and stuff and drop the mower deck down a lot lower. And then have that section as just kind of a mulchy bit. Oh, look, it's going for it. Haha. I thought it had missed it. Oh, 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 wheel spinning. All right, it just finished up. It's got 25% of the battery left. It's going back to charge on its own. The lights being on are kind of weird. Need to check into that. It's not like it's necessary. And it eats up more battery. So we're gonna count this as good and map a couple more areas tomorrow morning and try to get it to mow that. All right, we're trying the roughest part of the yard. This part here gets wet with rain. There's a gate. There's a really bad hill right here. And this part has just been unwilded within the last year or so. Maybe 3 years. Anyway, so there's lots of little stumps that you just found. And lots of leaves. It can be soft, but according to the propaganda, it can handle the wet with no problem. It did try to escape by digging out of the fence. Not intentionally, but it got into a couple of holes and a actual stump hole. Trying this again, I remapped the area a little less precise. I'm gonna give her another run. I also slowed down the movement to the slowest setting, which is like 1.6 feet per minute. So it can chew up some more of the leaves. And take its time with the roughness of this particular part of the yard. And this is looking pretty good. Got a little slippage. You can see the sheen on the treads from the moisture in the yard. It's doing better. Yeah, it's losing position down here because it's under trees and in the shadow of the house. The RTK is that way, so the house does get in the way. We'll see. I could reach it with the Bluetooth from inside the house out here. I just couldn't see it to drive it. Oh, there she is doing the front yard. See the stripes, you can see the fuzziness of the uncut and the cleanliness of the new cut. I do have a significant overlap on the front, mainly for precision. I don't like the leftover stragglers, and this should, you know, appease my nature. I have to give her a bath. .15 turn to line up for that next stripe. It handles the incline in the front yard, no problem. Okay, so here comes the big hill. And it's turning. No slipping or sliding. That's a pretty steep hill. Does really well on that. I was successful in getting the Lymow 1 set up, and I'm pleased, more so than displeased. I had some help from actually a couple of viewers. Came in and offered up some recommendations. I changed the location of the RTK antenna module and remapped actual areas of the yard. I broke it up into some smaller sections, which seems a little silly.
Based on some of the examples I've seen on the Facebook group, which is very useful, by the way. So I broke the yard up into a couple of smaller spots. I actually even did the larger front yard, which is next to the road, which was a little on the shaky side. I did great. I had one kind of hiccup where it ran out of battery. In the afternoon, it went back to dock to resume. I assumed it made it to recharge. It didn't get connected to the dock, or it didn't actually get on the dock. I found out about it later that evening. It was an error. I put it on the dock. It charged overnight, but somehow with the error, it would not resume. So I cut the front yard with it again in a different direction a couple of days later, and it did fine. It did great. I did walk around the perimeter next to the road just to make sure that it didn't, wander out into traffic. And I watched it do a couple of rounds and then forgot about it. Just went on about my day, which is exactly why you buy a robot mower or vacuum cleaner or pool cleaner or gutter cleaner, is so that you can go on about your life without having to worry about some of these little details or minutia. It's fun to watch. I felt kind of weird walking around behind it. I'm pleased so far. It made it up our steep hills in the front yard, made it down our steep hills in the front yard. Did have some traction issues on a couple of spots in the backyard with pine straw and leaves. Given our situation where our yard guys were not providing service in the amount that we were paying them, and I was getting a pretty good deal based on some coworkers that I talked to, I'll depreciate this over the course of about 2 years for what I was paying them, and it will have paid for itself. Incidentally, it's still not tracking exactly where I outlined the maps. It's typically inside the mapped area, which is fine. So I pulled out my Ryobi electric push mower and walked around and trimmed those areas, and it was great and it was fine. And that was no big deal. That gave me an excuse to supervise this guy while it was actually doing the work. Again, I don't have a problem with that. It's me being responsible with an investment such as this, and I got a little exercise, and the weather was beautiful before it turned freakishly cold today. It did a pretty good job with the leaves as it drove around the yard and mulched everything up. Acorns, not so much. Some sticks it did okay with, and sticks that would have been about the size. Oh, that's green. You can't see that. It's a green highlighter. So sticks that would have been about 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch in diameter. And again, it did a fairly good job on all of that. So please, so far, stay tuned. And this is the Lymow 1 Facebook group that you can join. It's private, so you do put in a request and then you get approved. And when I mentioned breaking up our map into smaller pieces, this is an example of another user, but did a beautiful job of breaking up individual parts of the yard. It looks like this could be a house and this could be a house. Looks like they're doing 2 yards, but you can see the walkway or the driveway. All sorts of little fun features. You can see the overlaps. I'm not sure what the orange spots are, but breaking it up into functional areas. One of the examples that I saw was on a long piece like this, separate that out so that it can do the striping on a larger rectangle. And then on peninsular areas, such as what's here at the bottom and what's up at the top, that it could do a much smaller zigzag versus this peninsula being connected and it doing small little zigzags and then doing much larger ones and having to come back to do this corner over here. And I noticed that with one part of the yard, and I can't remember. I had a peninsula like this, and it cut all the way across the middle, and it worked its way up, and then it came back and it did the lower portion of the map. So again, if you think of this as a dumb computer, which it is, you have to consider the instructions that you're providing it. So again, I'll say, all in all, fairly happy with it. And I'll give a report in a couple of months because it's November, almost mid-November. The weather's getting cold, so the grass probably will not grow much. The weeds may. And so this is another way of keeping the weeds at bay. And I'll also use it to keep the leaves mulched up a bit, just to help them decompose when we put them into the compost pile. Thanks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.